Yo, what's going on, everybody, ladies and gentlemen? Simply Pops back at it again with another review video, and today we're gonna be reviewing the S10, the Galaxy S10. Play around with it, installing some themes and apps and stuff like that. First up, let's talk about the display, and I don't want to sound like everybody else, but the display is incredible. The OLED display, it just is stunning, and just really appreciate the colors. Oh, hey, you got the Yeezys on. It's punchy. The colors are punchy, and there's actually some settings to configure with the display. You have Team Vibrant, or you have natural. Right now I have it set to natural. I did like the vivid screen mode, but it was a little bit too vivid, and I would say already on natural it's a little punchy, but man, if you put it on vivid, it's gonna really be punchy. On a scale of 1 to 10, the display is a 10 out of 10. Easily 10 out of 10. And before I even move away from the display, the curve on the S10 and the S10 Plus, I just don't really like it. I mean, it's good to look at. It's really good to look at, but the thing is, if you rock this thing without a case, I have this BS $3 case on right now. Without a case on, you're gonna be touching things by accident, and it can get a little annoying. Now, the performance on this phone, you guessed it, you know it, it's fast. It's blazing fast. It's just this thing is a beast. It's a beast. You launch up apps in a snap with no problems. Twitter, Apple Music. By the way, Apple Music on Android is so trash. It really is so trash. I don't like it at all. But this thing is just flying through the apps. And even downloading certain apps is like, wow, it's like in a snap. Let me download the app on the Play Store real quick. Something free. So Facebook Messenger, this thing downloads apps in like 2 seconds or maybe 5 seconds. Man, under a minute. And look, it's downloaded and installing right now. This thing is a beast. Performance is nothing to play around with. And I did a speed test between this and the iPhone 10. Make sure you guys check that out if you haven't already. But yeah, performance is really nothing to complain about. Next up, software. Now, this is my first Android device, my first Galaxy device, so I'm still a noob when it comes down to Android, because I've been having iOS throughout my entire life, as you guys can see there. iPhone 6, iPhone 4, iPhone 5. I had every iPhone basically, and coming from iOS to Android, it's a big learning curve in my opinion. There's two home screens. You have this home screen, then you have this home screen, then you have widgets. You have so much things on Android going on, and that could be a good thing for some people, and it could be a bad thing. If I'm watching a YouTube video, you have picture in picture, so and there's certain things that's just like you have two app stores. You have the Galaxy Store, then you have the Play Store. It's just a lot to learn with Android. And I've been playing around with it, but I'm still learning certain things. And I'm still like, I don't even know how you screen record on Android. I ended up having to download an app on the Play Store. Yeah, I'm a big noob on Android. And yeah, you're right. I can't get enough. That's what the caption says here. You have a bunch of Apple devices and you get this. I just feel like this is a sore thumb just because that Apple ecosystem. If you do something on your iPhone, it'll pop up on your Mac. And some people probably don't like that, but it's the continuity and it's just the fact how everything is just together. It works so well together. Like, let me tell you guys something. I took some pictures. I did a camera test on this phone versus my iPhone 10. Getting the pictures on the Mac is a pain. On like plugging this thing in, first of all, you gotta enable it. You gotta actually enable it. You gotta slide this down. You gotta make sure you had transfer images on. It's just a lot. It's not as simple as an Apple device. You plug it in and it just pops up. But that might be the same for like a PC. Plugging in an iPhone on PC might be a headache, but plugging in the Android on the Mac is a headache for me. And to backtrack real quick, I wish the animations were a little bit more smoother. Like if I launch up a heavy app like Fortnite, it'll take a minute to open up, and then you see the home screen kind of distorts the icons a little bit. I wish the animations were a little bit more refined. It's just not refined enough on Android. And look, you see what I mean? What was that? I tap on PUBG, it just doesn't launch up smooth. And then I go back home. It's just a little jittery for me. And one thing I really do appreciate with Android, they do have a dedicated like a Galaxy theme, so you can download like wallpapers. No need to browse around on the internet. You have everything right here. Granted, you're gonna have to pay. Like these stuff is 99 cents, 79 cents. It's not a lot, but still, You gotta pay. So for example, if I'm tired of the way how my icons look, I can download this, for example, and I can just, see how they look. Okay, I like what I see. You just apply it just like that. And think of this as like starting all over again. You do have the Gear Watch, you do have the Galaxy pods here. I should make a separate video talking about these. So the Android, the software wise, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. The camera on this thing is wow. The camera on this thing is wow. Man, the display and this thing takes amazing pictures. Yeah, the camera is really something to really say wow about. Easily, the camera is a go. A 10 out of 10 on the camera, easily. Make sure you guys watch my camera comparison, my vlog test. All that's good stuff, man. The camera is just... The only thing that's annoying about the camera, that's one thing I did notice. The wide angle, once you're on the wide angle mode, you can't use the flash. I did notice that the battery on this thing, it lasts me easily all day. And maybe a little bit of tomorrow, but man, the battery life on the S10 is just... I didn't charge this thing all day today. And look, the time right now is 7:36, and I'm only on 18%. And keep in mind, I didn't charge it last night. And I have the always on display. This thing is a tank. And this is only the S10. I can only imagine how the S10 Plus is going to be. The battery life, this thing is a horse. Now, I don't play games on my phone. I take pictures here and there, but man, the battery life on this thing is a tank. I can't stop saying that. And not only that, if it does die, this thing has a fast charger included inside the box. Take notes, Apple, for real. 10 out of 10, easily. 10 out of 10 on the battery. And since we're here, let's just quickly talk about the embedded fingerprint scanner. Sometimes it works 70% of the time. And I know you can register multiple fingerprints on each side of your finger, but I'm talking about just registering it one at a time. I can press and hold it, and it opens up, no problem. But when you try to unlock your fingerprint like this, or try to unlock your phone, it's just not gonna work. You have to do it that same way that you did it, which was that way. But yeah, not the biggest deal breaker in the world. It does work if you do it the right way every time. Wait, yeah, there we go. Yeah, you guys see what I mean? You gotta find that spot. But once you find it, it works. Now you do have your facial unlock. I do have it on. Now it's not secure. You can literally take a picture of yourself and scan it, unlock it. But I would say this is more of a convenience thing to have. If you have like nosy people around your phone, or you're with someone who's nosy, I would have it off altogether and just have your fingerprint. And besides, I don't have nothing to hide anyway. Unless we talk about secure folders. That's a different story. It's right here on secure folders. You have the password, you have your fingerprint, you have your web browser, which I'm not going to touch on anything like that because I did test it out. And you have it just like that on the fly. But yeah, you have your contacts, your mail, you have everything here. Secure folders. Shh. I did keep my screen protector on there. A lot of people are saying to improve the fingerprint scanner, you take off the screen protector, but that's totally up to you. I didn't want to. I want to protect the beautiful display. I don't know about you guys. I always like to keep a glass screen protector, but once I found out the glass screen protectors are not compatible unless you go with the white stone, which is a lot of money, yeah, I'm keeping this on. But I would say this is a great phone. The only thing for me is just the software. I love the software, but I would hate to go to Android officially because of those green bubbles. If I text somebody and you have a green bubble, I'm tight. Because now it takes longer to send. I can't FaceTime you. I can't send you emojis. I can, but then it's going to come out as like a video file. It's just not as fun. But yeah, I just miss the Apple ecosystem. And just because of iMessage, FaceTime, and honestly, I don't care what nobody say, Instagram runs better on iPhone. I mean, even though it launched up faster on Android here, on the S10, I just feel like, honestly, it's a little bit more refined on iPhone. And it's so light, too. This phone is so light. Wow. I feel like I'm not really holding nothing. The amount of technology that's in this phone, and it's so light like this. Wow. A 9.5 out of 10 is a fair score. in my opinion. That's a fair score. They're going to get rid of this punch hole. Eventually it's going to happen. And I think Samsung is going to have it where this is going to be invisible, but when you need the camera, it's going to turn off the pixels and it's going to have the camera out. So basically pretend this is pixel, but then when you open up the camera application, it's going to open up the camera hole. I think that day is going to happen. They did it with the proximity sensor. They did it with everything else. And I think they're going to do the same thing with the camera hole. But we're not at that point yet. But overall, guys, to conclude this simple review, I'm going to give this phone a 9.5 out of 10. It's a great phone. It's a great, great phone. If this is your first phone, this is an excellent way to start it off. But if you're in the Apple ecosystem, you might want to think twice because all the stuff that you have is not going to work anymore. You got to think about stuff like that. But overall, this is a fantastic phone. It's jam-packed of features. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, I appreciate it with a thumbs up. Comment down below what you guys think. And other than that, it's your boy Pops. Follow me on Twitter. And I'm out. Peace.